When the king of basketball met the student who learned from his every move, the court turned into a stage. What started as a group game became something bigger, a clash of eras, a battle for respect. And the torch? It almost changed hands that night. It wasn't just a basketball game. It was a masterclass in skill, a clash of generations, and a moment that had fans chanting the same word for two very different players. MVP. The stage? Eurobasket 2025. The stakes? First place in the group, bragging rights across Europe, and maybe the night a new star truly arrived. Both teams came in undefeated in group play, and every analyst was watching this matchup closely. Serbia leaned on their veteran chemistry, while Turkey relied on young energy and sheer speed. The tension was palpable. Every possession felt like a mini-final. Every fan, every scout, and every broadcaster knew this was more than a game. It was a test of will, strategy, and nerve. Even during warm-ups, you could feel the electricity in the arena, as if the court itself was holding its breath. Turkey versus Serbia. Nikola Jokic versus Alperen Sengun. Master versus apprentice. The crowd in Berlin didn't need a warm-up. From the tip-off, the energy was electric. Serbia came out pressing full court, trying to suffocate Turkey's guards. But Sengun stepped up in a way that nobody expected. Instead of waiting in the post, he brought the ball up himself, gliding past defenders with a confidence that screamed, "I'm not scared of Jokic." Sengun's dribbling was unusually composed for a 21-year-old in front of thousands. Analysts later noted that his decision-making mimicked Jokic's. He was reading help defense, anticipating rotations, and creating openings before the defenders even moved. Meanwhile, Seti Osman knocked down a corner three that set the tone. Then came the first battle of the night. Sengun posting up Nikola Jokic, muscling his way into the paint, grabbing his own rebound, and dishing out a highlight assist. The crowd roared, but everyone's eyes were on Jokic. For the first 4 minutes, he didn't even take a shot. And when he finally did, he powered right through Sengun with that trademark soft touch. Instantly, the Serbian fans erupted with MVP, MVP chants. Then came the twist. Jokic sagged off Sengun, daring him to shoot, and Alperen drilled the three. The Turkish fans fired back with their own MVP chants. It wasn't just basketball anymore, it was theater. By the time the scoreboard flashed 19-1 for Turkey, the entire arena realized this wasn't going to be a routine night. From the start, Sengun looked like he'd circled this game on his calendar. One-on-one against Jokic, he played fearlessly. A deep pick-and-pop three, right in Serbia's face, showed his expanded range. But Jokic wasn't going to let the young star have the spotlight alone. His passing clinic began, a cross-court no-look dart, an outlet. Pass that led to an easy basket, and even a mismatch finish over veteran Ersan Ilyasova. It felt like watching chess pieces move. Sengun calculating one step ahead, Jokic countering with brilliance of his own. Sengun even used subtle tricks, his eyes and eyebrows, to signal Osman on a backdoor cut. A split second later, it was a layup. Then came the inverted pick and roll, where the guard screened for Sengun, leaving Serbia scrambling as he dished out another assist. By halftime, Sengun was flirting with a triple-double. Jokic had moments of brilliance, but the balance of power, leaning toward Turkey. Statistically, Sengun had already recorded 9 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists by the break. Numbers rarely seen from someone his age against a reigning NBA MVP. Every media outlet covering the game highlighted his vision and versatility, calling it the most promising Eurobasket performance in years. The whispers started. Was the apprentice outshining the master? Halftime usually belongs to the veterans. They adjust, slow things down, and remind the young guys who's boss. But not this time. Sengun came out firing, sticking to the same pick-and-pop action that Serbia stubbornly ignored. Every time they dared him to shoot, he punished them. Jokic answered in kind, a bruising seal in the post. A rebound sprinted coast to coast for a putback. And then, vintage Jokic, a perfectly timed cut, followed by a thunderous dunk. The duel was officially on. Three after three, bucket after bucket, even the trash talk began. Sengun's swagger was unmistakable. He wasn't just competing with Jokic, he was staring him down. With 7 minutes left, the scoreboard read 76-76. The crowd knew they weren't just watching a group stage game. They were watching history. Every timeout became a tactical chess match. Coaches huddled, trying to find a way to slow Sengun down. Serbia's defensive schemes rotated, doubled, and switched constantly, but Turkey adjusted seamlessly. The young star wasn't just keeping pace, he was dictating the flow of the game. And then came the fourth quarter, the kind of stretch that makes legends. Jokic, known for his calm, unleashed one of the most violent plays of his international career, a poster dunk, face cut and all, that shook the rim and silenced half the arena. But Turkey had their own answer. Sengun went back to his bread and butter, spacing the floor, pick and pop, attacking the rim with finesse. Each possession was a test of willpower, and he refused to back down. Serbia stretched the lead to 4 with just over 3 minutes left. Osman missed a big shot, but Sengun didn't. He outworked Jokic on the boards, not once, not twice, but 3 times, before finishing an N1 putback that lit the crowd on fire. The final minute was destiny calling. Sengun isolated against Jokic, drove left, spun right, and forced the foul. 2 free throws, ice in his veins. Both swished. And just when Serbia thought they had one last chance, Sengun switched onto a guard, poked the ball free, and stole the possession that sealed the game. Turkey walked off the floor, not just with a win, but with first place in their group. And Alperen Sengun walked off with something even bigger: respect. Players on both sides acknowledged it. Jokic himself later praised Sengun in a post-game interview, saying he played fearless. You could see he studied every move, and tonight, he made it count. The Eurobasket commentary crew immediately dubbed Sengun the tournament's breakout star. For Sengun, this wasn't just a great game, it was a statement. He nearly posted a triple-double in the first half. He buried deep threes when left open. He out-rebounded and out-hustled Jokic in crunch time. And he delivered in the clutch with free throws and a game-sealing steal. He wasn't just Turkey's offensive hub, he was their heartbeat. For Jokic, the story was different. He started slow, as if testing the waters. His passing was, as always, mesmerizing. His post work, his putbacks, even that rare poster dunk reminded everyone why he's a 3-time NBA MVP. But this night, he wasn't the star of the show. He was the rival in someone else's coming-of-age story. Statistically, Jokic still had 18 points, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists by game end, showing why he's a 3-time MVP. Yet, in terms of impact, Sengun's clutch plays, 3-point shooting, and defensive stops tilted the narrative in Turkey's favor. A rare reversal against such an established legend. The headlines wrote themselves, "Turkey defeats Serbia. Sengun defeats doubt." And maybe, just maybe, basketball gained a new international icon. Games like this are why we watch sports. Not just for the scoreline, but for the stories. When a young star stands toe-to-toe with a legend and proves he belongs. If you felt the energy of this clash, imagine what's coming next. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit like if you enjoyed the ride, and share this with anyone who loves the game as much as we do. And hey, don't forget to subscribe, because nights like these, they're just the beginning. And for fans, this matchup will be remembered not just for the score, but for the intensity, the skill, and the passing of the torch feeling that Eurobasket rarely delivers. If 2025 is any indication, the tournament's most thrilling moments might just be ahead.